Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Candy and I want to share with you my easy meal prep that I did for me and my husband for this week. I started with my sweet potatoes. I peeled them and then I just chopped them into chunks and then laid them on a baking sheet that I had covered with aluminum foil. So I put all my sweet potato chunks into a bowl and then I put a little bit of olive oil over them and some salt and pepper, and I do this to every single one of the vegetables that I'm preparing today. Oh, we almost forgot this little guy. Let's make sure we chop this one up and get it in there as well. So you just give all of this a really good mix and then you just dump it onto your pan. And then I do the exact same thing to my baby carrots after I've washed them in the exact same bowl because I'm not doing more dishes. I start breaking down all of my broccoli and just making them more manageable pieces, and I find it a lot easier to mix all of this together on the actual pan. So I just put a whole bunch of olive oil over that and then some salt and pepper, and then I just kind of zhuzh it around with my hands. So the meat that I'm going with this week is actually chicken thighs, and I put a little bit of garlic salt on the chicken thighs and then I put them onto the grill and then I salt the other side as well. So this avocado was actually really tough, so I thought I was going to help myself out by scraping it out with a fork first, and I think I just kind of made a mess of it, but I think it did help a little bit in the end. So if you have a really ripe or not ripe, I guess, avocado, try doing this and it does help a teeny bit. Then to make my guacamole taste extra yummy, I put a whole bunch of cumin and some of that garlic salt. I absolutely love garlic salt, and some more salt and pepper. And I think this just tastes really good. And I just put a little bit of splash of lemon juice in this and mix it up, and it is so good. And to go along with those tacos, I have some refried beans on the back of the stove back there, and then this is my taco meat, and I'm just breaking it up a little bit more. I also have some bacon going for my husband's breakfast tacos. I do him breakfast tacos every single week. He usually doesn't get them on Monday because I always forget Sunday night, but usually Tuesday through Friday he gets these breakfast tacos. And to my taco meat on the other side, I've just added some taco seasoning. I get the big can of it, and instead of the little bags, the individual bags, because then you can put as much as you want in it and it's a whole lot cheaper. Now I'm going to move on to mixing up my eggs. I break up 4 eggs in here and I put a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I measure out half a cup of cheese and then I put that into my 4 eggs. And then I mix that all up together. My husband doesn't mind that his cheese isn't well known on his tacos, so I find this is a really good way to make the cheese really good and melty and yummy and just really cooked in with those eggs, and it just tastes really good. Ooh, don't those eggs look so pretty all spread out on the pan? And then I'm sure y'all know how to scramble eggs. You stir them around until they don't look runny anymore and all that. Then I bring them over to my little area where I have laid out my little pieces of aluminum foil and my paper towel and a tortilla. I do it this way where my husband can take it out of the aluminum foil, put the taco in the microwave in the paper towel, and then he can just microwave it and then put it into his aluminum foil, take it to work with him, and it is still warm when he gets to work. And this meal is only 367 calories for him every morning, and he does a lot at work, so he burns the extra calories. I don't eat these because I don't do that. Next, I start measuring out my meat. I have a very simple kitchen scale. I don't remember how much we paid for this, but it was not very much. And you want to put your bowl on there and then completely zero it out and then start measuring out your meat. But I usually do about 4 ounces of meat with every one of my meals. And this is what we were having for dinner that night, so I put that taco meat in there with some baby spinach and then some of that guacamole that I made and then some of this sharp cheddar cheese. And I also added some sour cream in there, and then I made some salsa and I put my salsa in there as well. Oh, I almost forgot to add my refried beans. And this meal was so good. That's why I knew that I wanted to have it the next day. And so I made myself a little bitty portion. And I actually ate this meal first because it had the spinach in it. And I put all my spinach and like my cold stuff to one side, and then I put my meat and cheese to the other side. And I do this where I can just like pull out my meat and cheese and heat that up separately and then put it over into my like salad part. And this meal was 418 calories with the light sour cream. I have no idea how much my salsa is. Depending on what vegetable that you decide to put your chicken with, I put the calories up on the screen for this, and as you can see, all of them are really low. Even the one with the sweet potatoes is less than 300 calories, and if you eat it with just carrots, it's only 170 calories, which is really, really low for a meal. And I usually have these for a lunch. And as you can see, I left several of them empty. That's because I don't make enough protein to go several days, like the entire week, because I just don't trust that the protein is the highest quality anymore after a couple of days. And just in case we don't eat them as quickly as we think we are going to, I just don't like wasting food. So I actually put like the protein that is left over from dinners into the rest of these dishes, and that makes my lunch for the next day. So here are all the dishes lined up together. This makes enough for me and my husband for the entire week, and I throw in a little bit of meats here and there from other dinners, like I said, and it's just a really easy way for us to grab and go and stay on our right calorie count and stay accountable. And I wanted to show y'all my kitchen afterwards. As you can see, it is not trashed. I wanted to show y'all that you could do this without like making an entire mess. So there's just a little bit of dishes here and there, and then some pans. So that's it, and these pans are really easy to clean. Look, boop, there you go, all done. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and seeing what I did for meal prep this week. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Bye.